the other ones, but yeah. And I didn't care for that segment at all. I mean, the whole Enzo going to some kind of counseling or whatever it was.
That was dumb.
That reminded me of Daniel Bryan's anger management, but less funny. But
Yeah.
I did enjoy that little ending segment of that when you had Rusev and Jinder Mahal kind of like teaming up a little bit and beating up on Enzo, and then Lana with that vicious slap. But I wouldn't mind that actually. A little team with Jinder Mahal and Rusev. That was interesting. I like that actually. But I mean, I didn't even watch the main event last night, so I really don't know what happened because I was like, I just don't care about seeing Reigns and Rollins versus. I figured they were gonna win. I don't know if they did, but I figured they did. So, I mean, yeah, there wasn't really much I cared. I mean, I didn't really understand why you had Bayley versus Charlotte. It kind of made on Raw, I guess, just to give her another one on TV, I guess. But for Bayley, I mean, I love Charlotte's promo. It was awesome.
Yep.
And I mean, she's just like, she's just so good right now. And I loved her shot at the Ohio. And I thought Mick Foley, that was classic what he did in the beginning, where he's like Pittsburgh. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
yeah,
No, man.
Charlotte taking the shot at the crowd, saying they're going to lose to Clemson. That was great. But other than that, I mean, I really didn't care for too much of Raw. I mean, I thought it was really boring and kind of like, ugh. But I would love to hear both your guys' takes, since none of the viewers have heard it either. But if you guys did watch any of Roadblock and what you guys like thought about what you guys seen of it.
Well, go ahead, Justin. If you saw anything.
Well, we watched maybe like 2 minutes of the Sasha and Charlotte match at just the end of it, where it went into overtime. I mean, I said they were going to tie, and they went into overtime. I didn't expect that. And then we watched like the last 30 seconds of the Rollins and Jericho fight, and then like the last 3 or 4 minutes of the actual main event. So I have to actually.
Jericho was really good, I thought. I really enjoyed that match.
So I actually have to watch the whole thing to say anything about it. I just don't want to give a half-ass opinion on it for something I didn't see. So.
Right. The only thing I really saw was the women's match, and I thought the women's match was really good. But other than that, I haven't watched most of it. I just kind of figured out. I take it back. I saw the tag match earlier this morning. The tag match was good.
Yeah.
Tag title match.
Yeah,
but I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see anything else after that other than the women's match. So I heard it was an okay show. I haven't heard that much about it, but that's all I've heard about it. So, Justin, 3 things you did not like about Raw, 3 things you did like about Raw, if there's anything.
Yeah, no, I'll go with the likes first. I like the new belts. I mean, the red strap is what it is, but I like how they're going with the silver instead of the copper look. It makes the belt look better to me. I guess the feud we're going to be getting between Sasha and Nia now, I guess, is going to be good. Not just the feud itself, that we're getting a feud between more women now instead of just Sasha and Charlotte. So I'm looking forward to that feud.
Yes,
so
definitely.
That's going to be interesting. You know, she beat the crap out of her on Raw, so, you know, she's going to keep doing that. And the other thing I liked about Raw was now we're finally getting to see a Hill Neville.
Yes, agreed.
I mean, people that did not watch NXT from the start have not seen a Hill Neville, so they haven't seen what he can actually do. So now we're going to get to see what he can actually do as a Hill, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff with him and Zayn was just classic. I mean,
yes.
I mean, that was just some great heel work by Neville. And Bo, too. I mean, Bo was a great heel in NXT, too. But
yes, he was.
Craps all over him. I mean.
Yep.
So, 3 things you didn't like about Raw.
Yeah. One of the first things I didn't like was, I mean, I was okay with the rematch between Rusev and Big Cass. But if you're going to have a rematch, at least have them fight. Don't have it end in a DQ, which I know Rusev is a heel. He's going to try to get out of it anyway. But, I mean, there's no point of having him go into a match and he's just going to get out. So I was just like, whatever.
Are they killing Enzo right now with this?
Yeah, kind of, yes. I mean, I think he's going to be left behind, forgotten about in the next couple of months.
he seems more like a manager than a partner. I mean, he keeps getting destroyed each week by Rusev. And I mean, it's like he's becoming a big joke, and he's more like a manager than he is his tag partner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then some other dislikes, just like y'all just said. I mean, it seems like there was no real plot to the whole show last night. It was just kind of thrown in there, thrown together, go out and do your thing, do whatever. There was no really, I guess, like I said, just plot to it. And then the last thing I didn't like about it is I don't like what they're doing with the cruiserweights. I mean, they're just saying go out there and have a match. They're not doing anything special. They're just regular matches. We're getting kind of screwed in that aspect of it.
I think the main focus, it seems like anyway to me, that watch 205 Live if you really want to see the cruiserweights go at it.
Yeah. And then on that same note too, I noticed not this week but last week they had a cruiserweight segment, and then they put the ring back to red, and like 20, 30 minutes later they had another cruiserweight match, so they had to change the ring again. So to me, that's just wasting time. If they're gonna have cruiserweight stuff, have it all at once. You have to keep changing the ring ropes and stuff back and forth.
Yeah, I hate that, honestly. I think Taz has said it too, but I hate it too. Like, they always change it to purple ropes. Why not just let them wrestle? They're not a sideshow. Just let them wrestle with the regular ropes you have. I know they're trying to make it feel like the Cruiserweight Classic, but it's not. It's a different environment. It's not going
Absolutely.
I agree. The ropes. They just let them wrestle.
Yep.
Exactly. I didn't like anything about Raw too much. I liked what they were doing. I like what they're doing with Braun Strowman. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with him. Maybe my question is, before we move on to SmackDown, since they announced that it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns for the title at Royal Rumble, which I'm not excited for. They're going to put Jericho in a shark cage and strap him up above the ring. Should we possibly see Reigns drop the title, U.S. title that is, before the Royal Rumble?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
He is killing the U.S. title. I mean, at least with the IC title, it seems more. Look at the feud we'll talk about that we're getting with the IC title right now. I mean, possibly Miz and Ambrose more than likely going to be fighting at the Rumble for it, or even next week possibly. But I mean, that's a great feud for the IC title. It's like Reigns is killing that title. It's a joke with him.
Why not have maybe, since Reigns? I mean, I'm sorry. Strowman did interfere during the tag match. I don't know. You didn't see it. Strowman did interfere in the tag match. He attacked Reigns. He attacked Rollins. Maybe Strowman gets a match against Reigns, and Owens helps Strowman win the U.S. title. But then that makes me scared that Kevin Owens is going to lose the title at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, which I hope that doesn't happen.
So
I'm afraid too. So, boy. I mean, and then they would probably set up a Jericho Owens match for Mania, just a regular match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't even want that match. I was just not looking forward to it.
Because now you're even more worried because it's a big pay-per-view, and it's Kevin Owens defending the title against Vince's favorite guy, Roman Reigns. Right before WrestleMania, we could possibly, for the third year in a row, it's possible we're going to have Reigns in the main event again for the third year in a row.
Which will be horrendous.
Yes, no one wants
that. I'm not going to it. All right, so let's move on to SmackDown Live, which was very, very good tonight, in my opinion. I mean, it's just night and day between shows. It's just crazy.
writing and booking is so much better.
Right, we're seeing Renee Young in a storyline now. They're mentioning Renee Young and Dean Ambrose, their relationship, their, the whole beatdown on Ellsworth.
He got his ass whooped.
Right. Baron Corbin getting involved now in the title picture. But let's before I digress into that, Justin, 3 things. I'm sorry, Dave. We'll go Dave first. 3 things you dislike about Raw. No, we'll flip-flop.
Okay. I was going to say, because I went last time.
3 things you disliked about Raw. If you have more things you liked about Raw other than, the the three.
SmackDown, you mean?
I'm sorry, SmackDown. Yeah. You can continue on if you have more likes, but if go ahead.
I mean,
Dislikes.
there was really nothing I hated about SmackDown because I enjoyed the whole show. I mean, from top to bottom. I mean, the started off with AJ finally getting his little payback on Edge after losing to the guy 3 times. He just beat him in like 30 seconds, which was hilarious. Then he beat the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ziggler's segment with him was kind of cool. And then I love the fact Corbin came out. And like I said last week to Tony offline, that I think Corbin should have been in that match. And now they're putting him in the whatever. They're putting him in the championship match now. So, I mean, the main event was great. I enjoyed that match, even though it was a draw, but it made sense. But I mean, just tonight overall, I think then Miz and Apollo Cruz. Sorry, I want to call him Creed. That German suplex he did was freaking like
where he caught him, yeah,
and like midair. That was like a perfect. That could have went bad, but it went perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean that match is really good. I liked how they used tribute to the troops.
Mm-hmm.
Up a lot of these storylines because even for the number one contendership with Cesaro and Sheamus, I mean they wanted that tribute to the troops actually made it mean something. So that was really nice. And then with
troops are like throwaway shows most of the time.
Yeah, and it was meant something. So it's kind of cool. I mean, I like the women's. I like the women's segment too. Even with Natalya and Nikki and Carmella, that was interesting. But man, Big Cass is in trouble. He got some competition now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all up on James Ellsworth.
Oh Lord. Anything else, Dave? You want to touch on?
I'm trying to. I might think of something else, so I'll let Justin go ahead because I'm just trying to think for a minute.
All right, Justin.
Well, I do have one dislike, but it has nothing to do with the show. My only dislike is Zack Ryder getting injured because this couldn't be worse timing for him.
Oh, I feel so bad for him, yeah.
Since they just became the number one contender. So that's my only dislike in it. So, but I mean, like we said, Baron Corbin possibly getting now one. He is in the title picture now since the triple threat next week. That's pretty awesome. And I wish they would let Becky Lynch do what she just did underneath the mask. I mean, who knew she knew how to do all those moves? That was pretty awesome, if you ask me.
So, I mean, you knew it was Becky Lynch.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you never seen her do all that stuff she did. That was pretty interesting.
They were trying to make it where she give it away a little bit, you know, like just don't go out there for a move. I thought she was gonna bust out like straight fire or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what she was gonna do to give it away.
Yeah, and then the new feud we might have between Miz and Ambrose with, like you said, now Renee Young is going to be involved. So that might be a pretty amazing deal to go into now. I think they can have some pretty good matches, no matter what the matches are.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you on that because, I mean, Miz and Ambrose, I mean, those two this could be a world title feud, honestly. I mean, it's a main event level feud, and
yes.
The IC title, like I haven't said this in a long time, but the IC title to me is almost equal, or even you can say better than the Universal title because I mean it's being booked so well with the Miz, and Ambrose would make a good champion. So there you go. Yeah.
And then I guess my last like would be, the whole confrontation between Nikki, Natalya, and Carmella. I'm interested to see how this is going to go between Nikki and Natalya now. You know, she said some pretty good stuff to her, calling her a bitch and all this kind of stuff. So you can tell it's going to get personal between them two. It's
a different feud, and I like they're not just going to stick with – see, that's what's great about SmackDown. They're not just sticking with feud for 4 or 5 months. This feud is, to me, if they want to keep Nikki and Carmella going for another couple months, they could if they wanted to.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And that's the good thing about it.
Yeah, and they're just going right to a new feud, and now they're having Carmella with James Ellsworth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what the heck is going on there, but I mean, it's fun. SmackDown is so much funner to watch. I mean, Raw, you really want Raw to be good each week, but it seems like Whatever it is.
And I'm really interested in the tag match you're getting next week. That's going to be very good.
Fatal 4-way elimination, and then
Yes.
women's championship match, a world title match, triple threat now.
It's
I
going
mean,
to be a good damn SmackDown next week. Raw's in
Yes.
trouble next week.
SmackDown
Yeah.
Live will be a must see, in my opinion. Definitely.
we're
Triple
gonna
threat
add.
world tag title match. I mean, the women's title match. I mean, it's gonna be an excellent night. Raw's gonna be in trouble, like Justin said. I mean, Raw to me has been kind of bleh the last couple of weeks. What you think of Renee Young slapping the Miz after what he said about her and Dina? I loved it. I thought it's great. I think I'm curious to see where they. I'm hoping it's not so much Total Divas stuff like that kind of shit, but I'm glad that it's a different storyline that we haven't seen before.
I think they're mention it simply because Carmella's doing it with Nikki. How she mentions
Cena.
our boy John Cena, yeah. And so, because I don't know why I haven't seen Total Divas this season, but I know Renee Young and Ambrose are both on there. So I mean, it's like they're not going to sit there and ignore. We have Total Divas, and they're both. Everyone knows they're dating. So why are you just going to ignore it like WWE did so long with Nikki and John Cena?
Right.
And
go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I was just saying. Now you're mentioning Cena. Now we also get him back next week. So
Yeah,
that's another added deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
More than likely, he's probably my guess is he's going to announce that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Probably, yeah.
he said he's going to win it too, probably. But everyone's going to win the Rumble.
Well, of course, but I don't think he will. But I think that's going to be his announcement. Unless he somehow challenges AJ Styles again for whatever reason he can make up.
That match, then Ambrose, or then Reigns and Owens. I would rather see Cena and Styles than Reigns. I would rather see Cena be champion again than Reigns.
Yes.
I mean, jeez.
Yeah, well,
that'd be interesting. What if whoever wins the Rumble champions Raw or SmackDown, whoever wins? That'd be interesting.
Cena coming out with CM Punk music, yeah, right. That'd be crazy. That'd be funny, but that will definitely never happen. But speaking of next week as well, we will touch on SmackDown Live and as well next week. But next week will be our end of the year show. We're gonna have our own award show. We're gonna give our awards out for our Superstar of the Year, Match of the Year, Heel of the Year, Surprise. What do you want to put? Breakout Star of the Year. You want to do that? Breakout Star.
That. Yeah. Shocking. You do that in there.
Moment and I mean this is kind of probably going to be a majority winner right here, but maybe Women's Wrestler of the Year, something like that. So we will be definitely doing that next week. Try not to make it too long since it's going to be like I said, at the end of the year show, so we don't want to go too long. But yeah, we're gonna have our award show next week. And then we'll be live next week after that, continuing on what we're doing. So kind of a short show tonight. I think next week is going to be a little bit longer than this, obviously. So short night, short show tonight. We, like I said earlier in the show, we apologize for the technical difficulties last week. We were all pissed off that we couldn't do the show. But all in all, it was a little bit of a nice break from the show. Got a little bit of refresh your mind of some wrestling.
I did mention it last Sunday night, but there's more people probably here now anyway. WE, what was it, Friday night or Thursday night, announced a UK tournament to crown a UK champion. So,
they're going to do that January 2nd.
I mean, I thought it was awesome. I mean, I would know what you guys thought about hearing about a UK tournament to crown a UK champion, 2-night event, kind of like the King of the Ring, I guess.
It's going to be interesting, yeah.
Going to get the. I think it's more. I don't know if it's just this, but it's definitely going to get. It's that subscriber punt. They're going to get a lot of subscribers, definitely from the UK and definitely from Ireland. to subscribe to the network so they can see their people.
Now,
see
and
their
this
favorite-
has to be a one-time deal. Surely they won't have this title on any of their shows. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I
see
don't see this ever becoming anything special unless maybe they do it a yearly thing. That'd be cool, or maybe they make it to where the winner goes to NXT or something. But
Yeah,
I'm
something has to happen because, I mean, you can't just say, "Oh, you're a champion," but it means nothing. You're not,
exactly. Yeah.
that would be cool if it became like the European title and they'll end up like on SmackDown where
See, now I could dig that. That would be good.
it would be something like that where they would go to SmackDown since I guess I think Raw has 5 titles and SmackDown only has 4. So then you would have it equal.
I'm
right.
surprised NXT doesn't have like their own Intercontinental or US title. They don't have like a mid card title. Just
I was
I
hoping.
thought they.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought they were, but I guess they decided not to.
It would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of wanting to see, Tony knows this, a TV title brought back, like NWE. And there was even rumors of being an NXT TV title, which I would have loved that. Because that's one of my favorite titles, being a long time like WCW fan, like the TV title.
Yeah,
Or
it makes
you-
sense.
yeah, yep.
Definitely a secondary title of some sort. So yeah, I put a poll up on Twitter. What did you think of SmackDown tonight? Loved it, liked it, hated it. 67% loved it, 17% liked it, and 16% hated it.
So
Interesting. What did you guys think of SmackDown tonight?
I'd say 9 out of 10.
What about you, Dave?
I mean, let's see. What would be a good number for this? I mean, there's a wrestler I think that would be perfect for this. I would say 10.
10. Okay, I gotcha. Another one I asked: are you excited for the triple threat match next week for the world title? 60% said yes, 13% said kinda, and 27% said no. Excuse me. I'm actually, in all honesty, I think we all know in our own wrestling head, this is a triple threat match to make Baron Corbin look strong
Mm-hmm.
and to take the pin.
Yes, agreed.
Yes, exactly what's gonna happen. So,
Definitely.
One thing I didn't mention about tonight, I loved how AJ Styles, like, actually when he was doing commentary, he was sitting there like he seemed like concerned about having to face Corbin. I loved how he had that. That like sold it so much better with Corbin being
yeah,
like,
$5, maybe $2. Taz tomorrow on his show is going to talk shit about. He's going to talk shit about AJ being scared of Baron Corbin.
he's
I
on
bet you-
vacation. He won't be on there.
Okay, well, I'm surprised he won't because that's something. He's a champion. He's not supposed to, but he's not. He's not supposed to be the most over. Corbin's a huge dude. Like he's someone to be intimidated by.
Oh, definitely.
He was just like, oh, he's like this, and Otunga was kind of annoying, but yeah, but as usual. But yeah, I mean, to me, it sold the story even a little bit better that he's never really faced Baron Corbin one-on-one before, and it would have been
Mm-hmm.
difficult. And what's going to be even more perfect is that triple threat matches, I do believe every triple threat match is a no disqualification match. So that's going to be, and AJ went crazy with those chair shots, and that was awesome.
He did. He beat the crap out of him.
Jeez. And what did you guys think of the celebrity?
He messed up his name, right? Didn't he mess up his name?
JBL. JBL's messed up a lot on that whole thing.
Yeah, he was like tongue-tied almost the whole night too. He didn't know what the hell.
Yeah, he kept having trouble saying Ziggler.
Yeah.
Like it was weird.
And then he kept screwing up like he was trying to say what the guy's show was, and he had no clue what he was even saying.
Yeah.
Him and Otunga they were a little better actually than JBL.
And then Morrow called Kurt Hawkins something else.
And after that forearm, he might.
Chad.
And
Yeah,
how
so-
bad do you have to be brought in for Mojo Raleigh to beat you? I mean, that's pretty bad.
You know what? I've been talking a lot of crap about Hawkins, but I actually really liked that match. I thought Hawkins looked really good in that match. That's probably the longest match I think I've seen him in. I was
Yeah,
like,
so
holy
since he's come back, yeah.
Yeah.
wow. I didn't mind the match. I mean, I do think
I don't. Rob, I'm sure he didn't mind the match. It's kind of sad to be
yeah, I know.
get brought in and losing matches to Mojo Riley or Raleigh himself.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like put like to come in and just straight up because he was a week ago. He was the number one contender for a tag title, so Ryder got injured. So I don't think they want to just like come in and bury him a little bit, but you know you want to put him over a little bit more with the celebrity, having him talk backstage.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. Keep in mind.
And it's funny that two people they brought in, they spent all this money in on all these deals. Jinder Mahal and Kurt Hawkins, they're not even on the show half the time. So why even? It's like, what the hell?
I'm glad they did like this though because I would not want to see this Ryan, whatever his name is, be interacting with Randy Orton, being how Randy Orton is in the Wyatt family. They did that so perfectly, not making him basically break character.
Yes, definitely.
With the celebrity, you don't want to see like Orton's a bad heel right now. He shouldn't be buddying around with a celebrity. So that makes perfect sense to have it be Mojo and him just hanging out and doing stuff. And I mean, that was cool.
Right.
And I like that.
That's going to be the end of tonight's show. We'll be back live next week. Remember, it'll be our end of the year show, so we'll be dropping out some awards, our opinions. So I'm sure you guys will have different ones than ours. So we hope you guys can join us next week. If you guys are interested, we're going to be doing an NFL Pick'em show right after this one, and after this show, that is, and then call it a night. So everybody from Get the Tables podcast, we hope everybody has a safe and happy and Merry Christmas. Hope everybody gets everything that they want and their families and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. Any last words, Justin, before we sign off?
No, I think we're good.
Dave?
Yeah, like reiterate what you said. Like, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever your belief is, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. Just thanks for joining us.
Yes, we thank you all for the support y'all have given us these last 4 or 5 months since we started. Our popularity on Periscope is unreal. Tonight, slow night, 43 viewers. Slow night for us. Usually, we average about 100, so we appreciate that. We're over 300 followers on Periscope, so we appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the feedback. Like we said, we'll be back next week. For the few guys that won the giveaway, I'm going to be sending those out at the end of the year, and we'll be doing another big giveaway probably once we hit 100,000 hearts. So once we hit 100,000 hearts, we will be doing another giveaway. So we appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, and y'all be safe. Alrighty. Already got the games up. Already got the standings up.
That was fun.